Welcome back to my views and news. Two new stories. First one is about dismantling of regional forces, especially Amhara Regional Force, Special Force rather. A political party from the Amhara region has issued a statement. The party is taking a very clear position on the disbandment of Amhara Special Force. What is this party saying? How convincing is the position taken by the party? Secondly, Eritrean military delegation is continuing its visit of Ethiopian regions. Delegation was in Addis Ababa, then it went to BG, Benishangul, Gumuz region of Ethiopia to visit GERD. And then yesterday it was seen in Oromia with Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia region's president. Firstly, viewers, dismantlement of regional special forces is now becoming a serious issue between the federal government and groups based in the regions, especially in the Amhara region. Now we're starting to see opposition. Parties are speaking out, rejecting the attempt to dismantle a special force. NAMA, National Movement of Amharas, is Amhara region's opposition party. The party has lost support in the Amhara region recently because it became part of the government. And it could not turn into a robust and effective opposition party because Balat Mola is part of PM Abiy's cabinet. He is Minister of Information and Technology. Though parties' MPs keep on issuing statements criticizing the government, Christian Tadale, Dasalan Chan and others, they criticize governments. They claim that they speak for a people of the Amhara region. NAMA has taken a position on the dismantlement of special forces. NAMA is opposing the government's decision to dismantle special forces. NAMA says that Prosperity Party's executive committee has made this decision to dismantle special forces. Prosperity Party is not the only party in Ethiopia. How can one political party make such a big decision? Such big decisions should be discussed. All parties should be involved in discussions and then decisions should be made. First objection by NAMA. Secondly, NAMA claims that peace deal is not being implemented, Pretoria deal, according to the plan. Ethiopian National Defense Force could not take control of entire Tigray, which was a condition of Pretoria deal. Thirdly, NAMA claims that Tigray forces are continuing their recruitments and trainings, and that Tigray forces are planning to take Raya by force. Raya means southern Tigray. And that Tigray fighters, TPLF, they keep on issuing threats about Volkite. So at this crucial time, when Raya is under threat, Volkite under threat, Tigray forces have not been disarmed, they only surrendered heavy weapons. At this crucial time, if Amhara Special Force is dismantled, people of the Amhara region will become vulnerable. It will be a security threat to the people of the Amhara region if Special Force is dismantled. So, now we are seeing people speak out. This is first statement from a political party opposing dismantlement of special forces. Prosperity Party is silent. There are divisions in the party. Some factions within the party are not supportive of this decision. Nama is asking Amhara regional government to play its role, that it is government's responsibility to ensure that special forces are not dismantled. Uh, some sources reported yesterday that dismantlement was already underway. It had started, and within 1 month it would be completed, but we could not confirm the start of dismantlement. Opposition is growing, especially in the Amhara region. Amhara regional government does not want to dismantle special forces, but it is under pressure from Ethiopian federal government. That is why Amhara regional government did not try to stop protests in support of special forces on the 2nd of April on a Sunday. On Sunday, we saw demonstrations across Amhara region. People chanted slogans in support of Amhara Special Force. So Amhara regional government is silent, but it is using opposition parties and some groups based in the Amhara region to put pressure upon Ethiopian federal government. But Amhara regional government will have to take a position. Otherwise, the way the federal government is pressing ahead with this decision, the special forces will be dismantled if regional government did not show opposition to the decision made by the government. Some federal government, some military officials and Amhara government officials held a meeting 2 days ago, 2 to 3 days ago in Bahirdar, but the meeting could not reach an agreement reportedly. Though different accounts of the meeting are being shared, but most sources claim that no modalities could be agreed about the dismantlement of special forces in the meeting held in Bahirdar. Secondly, viewers, Eritrean military delegation is continuing its visit of Ethiopia, led by Amhara Kasa, Eritrean intelligence chief, who is under sanctions from US and EU. The delegation visited GERD yesterday, Grand Ethiopian Association 2 days ago. GERD was visited by this delegation. Delegation was in BG, Benishangal region of Ethiopia. Before that, it visited cyber security agencies headquarters. It visited Ethiopian National Defense Forces headquarters in Addis Ababa. And then yesterday, the delegation arrived in Oromia. It visited Bishoftu, where there is Air Force base of Ethiopian Air Force, and Ilma Mirdasa welcomed the delegation, and the delegation visited different projects in Oromia too. Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia president, welcomed the delegation. Delegation was taken to some agricultural farms to show wheat production, agricultural processing. Some factories were visited as well by this delegation in Adama, and delegation members were seen clad in traditional Oromo clothes, like we saw Tigray delegation when it visited Adama a few days ago. Tigray delegation was warmly welcomed by Oromia president, and we saw Getachorida and other Tigray leaders clad in traditional Oromo clothes. So both Tigrayan and Eritrean military leaders and Tigray's political leaders as well, they have visited Oromia. Will this delegation visit Amhara region? interesting to see in coming days because Amhara Eritrea alliance is not a secret. Amhara forces, Amhara Special Force was trained by Eritrea last year. Then reportedly some militias were under training, Amhara militias under training in Eritrea. And PM Abiy's government was concerned about growing ties between Amhara region and Eritrean government. Delegation has not visited Amhara region so far. Let's see, will it visit Amhara region in coming days? We'll try to update you. Thank you for watching.